action on 2K Sports. Joining Greg Anthony, Brett Berry, and David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. And with us tonight, the always insightful Kenny the Jet Smith. Kenny, it is so great seeing you.
Hey, Gregory Anthony. How are you today?
We're doing well, Kenneth.
We are. But it's good to have another guard on our row here, isn't it?
You know what? It just brings a whole new level of intellect to the broadcast.
Thank you so much.
Well, guards are the quarterbacks of basketball.
Well, if you wanted intellect, I'm the guy to bring down from up there.
Yes.
Spell intellect for us real quick, just so we get a taste of your...
And now we're back off to the race. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. We're off. Let's go to the game.
DA, it's all yours.
Kevin, thanks. With the new G League Pathway program, some say that the NBA is competing now with college hoops for top high school players. G League President Sharif Abdur-Rahim, I don't think so. This is an opportunity for unique talents, a select group that are tracking toward the NBA. It's a different model from college. Guys, we'll see how this works out in the years to come.
DA, thanks a lot.
And the feisty defender. Man, Patrick Beverly, one of those guys you love to play with and you would hate to play against yet.
He's just an irritant. I mean, he's like a bug in your ear, like on a summer day in the bushes. Like, it's just annoying.
Just ruins the whole
picnic. And he's not scared to guard anybody, but all day you're just swinging at your ears, swinging at your ears. I'd hate to play.
He has a motor, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
And now the Lakers starting group. They've got Drummond. Markieff Morris is out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Schroeder in at the point guard position. And for the Clippers, we've got Reggie Jackson. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Batum. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's George in at the 2. Jackson against Schroeder. Inside and stolen by Drummond. Now the Lakers on the break. Jumps up. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
Well, once you get the ball to Dennis Schroeder in the open floor, it's usually game over for the opposition, like what I saw there.
And George, here we go. That shot missing. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Yeah, it never stopped working. One of those games where just everybody was making shots, continual flow, and a very professional win.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Caldwell-Pope with a wide open look, and the 3 off target. And here's Batum. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. It's stolen by Schroeder. One-on-one fast break. And there's Caldwell-Pope. That's good on the assist by Schroeder.
A heady play there from Schroeder, zipping the pass to the teammate who had the cleanest look on the possession.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Kuzma outside. Morris passes to Kuzma. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
Yeah, you could see they were pressing in that one, and the shooting percentages dipped because of it.
I'll say anytime you're having trouble getting over that 40% field goal mark, it's probably not going to be your night.
Now here's Jackson, and that's
7 rebounds and 3 assists. And he's done his share of the work for the team, definitely making an impact.
Well, the numbers, if you look at them, impressive all the way around, and he's not letting the team down.
Up top, Kuzma. He's covered by Leonard. Kuzma kicks to Morris. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Pocket 6. Leonard against Kuzma. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. And he converts the layup. Leonard's got his second bucket. Kenny, I'm going to ask you to look into your crystal ball while you are here sitting by us courtside. In 5 years' time, who do you think will be the top 5 teams in the league?
5 years.
Go ahead here.
Well,
don't you think like a Dallas would probably?
Dallas yes. Will be there. The Lakers probably still be there if Anthony Davis is healthy. The New Orleans Pelicans will be around. If Zion turns out to be
is what we think he is.
Be around. Yeah. And then after that, it's a crapshoot.
The Milwaukee Bucks.
Oh, the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yeah.
Yes, next 5 years, the Milwaukee Bucks will still be there.
There's Jackson with the 3.
You got it. Come on.
They get it again. Leonard kicks to Zubats. Trying to find Jackson. He's got it now. Second chance effort. No good on the shot. Good D by Drummond. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Lakers. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
Yeah, that had to have been #1 priority for the coaching staff coming into this one. Limiting those turnovers and making sure they don't beat themselves this time.
George finds Zubats. Pass to Batum. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Now the Lakers on the break. Clippers trail by 4. Jackson has the open look. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
He uses the threat of his drive to open up looks for him offensively. Jackson is one smart cookie.
Caldwell Pope wishes to Schroeder. Count it. Schroeder's got 6 points.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And George, here we go. And the dunk by Zubats.
That's why you pick and roll with George. He's consistently able to execute.
Here's Kuzma. He picked up 30 points in their last win against the Kings in Sacramento. Shoots over Leonard. Kuzma can't get it to go.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
Kenny, you played under a number of legendary coaches. What traits do they share, and how were they different?
Well, the great thing about all of them, they had me.
Check that box, right? Move that bump to the side.
It's something that they all had in common. I'm not saying that it's me, but it is heaven. I think what makes them great, what makes them great is the ability to relate and also the ability to change direction. Like, you could have a game plan and then all of a sudden change the game plan in the middle of the game and come up with a new one if it's not working.
Well, I even go a step further. That you're also, the great coaches adapt to their personnel as opposed to trying to make the personnel adapt to them. That's why Greg Popovich stand out for me. I remember when the Spurs used to be beating you in the 80s.
Yeah. And now
then he's the guy that started this whole offensive thing.
This running thing.
Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. Second shot opportunity, and there's the play by Morris inside.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Now here's Jackson. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Pass to Leonard. Zubac trying to break loose.
Getting up. Leonard's mix of airtime and power is practically indefensible.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
Mega love shoutout sa'yo, sapat ka na. Mega love shoutout. Sapat ka na. Salamat sa patamsak sa'yo. Shoutout sa iyo, Mika 5. Thank you sa patamsak dyan.
For the Clippers. All right, a chance to check out stats for Paul George.
And their analytics.
OMG, what is that yellow color? My gosh.
He's not taking the smart shots he was earlier in the season. Maybe trying to do a little bit too much.
Now the pass to Horton Tucker. And here's Matthews, the three. That shot off the mark. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Out to the wing. Rondo passes to Morris. They now take the lead. And the Clippers lead by 2.
Now you can't leave someone open around.
Mika 5, ano yun? Yellow 5, yellow.
Next to a superstar. He's been there before. Talk about how LeBron helps all the guys that are around him succeed.
Ba't di ka patulog?
With a guy like LeBron, you know, same as was playing with Akeem when I did in my career. I played at Sacramento. I averaged 17 points a game. It was the hardest 17 points in my life. I used to go home and pass out. Play with Akeem, I averaged 17 points.
Ba't di ka patulog, Mika 5? Ano ginagawa mo dyan, ha?
Go back there.
Salamat naman sa pa-yellow color dyan.
And Caruso's got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. Trailing by 2. And stolen by Patterson. And now the Clippers on the break. Kennard on the wing. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
Now here's Matthews.
Anong ginagawa mo?
Shot. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Passes it to Patterson. Back to Rondo. He dishes it to Morris. Here's Mann. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Denver.
Yeah, but there's always this point you got to look at where did he also.
Ano nang ginagawa mo? Nagpalipad ka na naman. Ikaw talaga, ibon ka talaga.
Morris outside. Down low. Patterson passes to Morris. And Morris throws it down.
Just aggressive there. Instead of going
Yellow is like sunshine. Oh my gosh.
Morris just simply rises up to be free.
Lakers trail by 4. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Here's Horton Tucker. No good on the triple. Clippers leading by 4. Pass to Morris. Clippers moving the ball around. Rondo passes to Patterson. Pass to Kennard. Back to Patterson. 6 to shoot. And here is Morris. Here's Rondo. Off target with his three.
Di ba maaga yung pasok nyo po bukas, Lodi? Ba't gising pa po kayo, Lodi?
For the players, NBA contracts are guaranteed, but we also see performance incentives. I'm sure that's got to be a motivator, right? With those incentives in that contract.
If that motivates you to play, then something's wrong with you, an incentive.
Because you should love it.
Because the guaranteedness of being there and the wanting to win should motivate you more than anything else.
And honestly, like, most guys, and this sounds crazy, but they don't really know all the language in the contract. They just know it's got a G at the end of it. It's guaranteed. Because, like, you really don't think about that stuff. And you sure as heck don't think about it in the heat of the battle.
Here's Matthews. No good. That would have tied it.
The struggles just continue this quarter. They can ill afford to have this many empty possessions.
Out to Morris. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Here's a chance now to see the league leaders in three-point field goal percentage. Well, you look at Kennard.
Hindi po ba maaga yung pasok nyo bukas?
What a percentage that is for
Ano po oras ang pasok nyo bukas, Lodi?
his deep touch is about as good as you're going to see.
Matthews. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Parang yung buhok, yellow New profile
Averaging about 4 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. We know that he can come up with the occasional big play, but his overall numbers haven't been impressive.
There is a bit of a feeling they're all looking to him to step up, and they know he's capable of doing it right now, just not getting it done.
Salamat po sa pasahod, Lola Whitey.
Makes the first.
Salamat po sa pasahod. Pasahod na naman po kayo.
That one misses.
Give him a little credit. Take some guts to keep shooting if you're struggling this bad. It's getting a little bit ugly right now.
And again, no good by the Clippers. The Lakers trail. There's 42 seconds left to play in the first. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly. Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Mann. He's covered by Matthews. The pass to Kennard. We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the first. In the corner, it's Patterson. The Clippers need to get off a shot. No good on the three. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. The Clippers
Ang ganda naman po ng buhok nyo, Lodi.
don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. Earlier tonight, we spoke to Paul George about how they integrated all the talent on this team.
Idol.
Openings in transition and just wanted to try to feed that, get out quick.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up. The shot, no good. Gasol with the defensive effort. Lakers leading by 3. Matthews scanning the floor. Rebound by the Clippers.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
It's good.
One of the most unselfish players you'll ever be.
Atito Buko po ay ano po yan eh, sa box po si Atito Buko. Sa ano po yun, sa box.
Clippers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And it's Rondo penetrating. Here's Morris. And it's good coming on the inside.
Idol, meron po ba siyang harang, Idol?
He's got 8 points.
That's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Salamat sa patamsak, Pink Panda. Thank you sa 8,000 viewers dyan. And mega love shoutout sa iyo, Pink Panda. Si Atito Buko po, nasa box po siya. Tanong ko lang po, mayroon po ba siyang harang? Sumasayaw na po yung sex bomb dancer. Yun o, si sexy o. Parang si Mia Khalifa. Meron po siyang harang at meron po ba? Salamat po.
Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. George is checked in for Luke Kennard. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Here's Schroeder. Makes it off the glass. 10 points for Dennis Schroeder. Kenny, as a freshman, you joined one of the great lineups to ever play in college basketball with guys like Michael Jordan, Sam Perkins. I mean, it was a who's who of the game.
Yeah, I know, Michael was so excited to play.
Was he?
As soon as I walked on
Chomping
campus,
at the bit, wasn't he?
when I walked on
this kid out of
campus,
New York
he
here?
picked me up at the airport, you know, drove me around.
He had a car?
Oh, yes. But then it was just great playing there with those kind of guys.
Sabi ni Nightboot, mas idol kita, Pink Panda, isa kang pet malulods.
On a visit, just on a visit.
On a visit, you
But
had.
he wasn't the best player really at the time. Sam Perkins was the guy. He was a 4-year All-American.
Outside Jackson. Whistle blows.
Ano po yun? Ano pong sese? Wow, ang sese kasi tamsak sa kanila, Lods. Mega shoutout, West Coast.
First free throw of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
One shot.
That's good from Jackson.
And Jackson certainly doesn't lack confidence. A speedy guard who can fill it up in no time.
Schroeder outside. Shoots from the high post. Again, the Lakers.
Pwede po si Mia Khalifa sumali doon. Si Mia Khalifa.
While the iron's hot.
High post, Zubac. Outside for Jackson. Shoots over Schroeder. They get it back. Zubac. Good D by Drummond.
He gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
That one falls. Last season, the G League testing a single shot free throw rule to speed things up. One shot that can be worth more than 1 point.
Oo naman po. Mas sexy po yun.
A lot of times. So I'm going to put you on the line, and you got to get 2 for 2. And I disagree. Because the game is stopped. There's no defense in front of you. You're at the free throw line. It's only 15 feet away. Come on, Shaq. I mean, come on, guys. Like, you can make a free throw.
No, but I think the other thing, for philosophically, you really change the game, right? Because what if you make one and miss one?
Yeah.
And you're up 2. Now it's 3. So now if you say I only got to make 1 to get 2, you completely change the game.
Oh, but think about this even, Greg. End of the game. And you need to miss 1 and make 1.
That's
so instead of getting the 2 points, you actually want to only make 1 because you're down 3. And you want to miss the second on purpose to try to... No, man.
And I'm a progressive guy. Like, I do like to see how we can have the game evolve, but I do also want to make sure we keep the strategy in the game.
It's stolen by Schroeder. And here we go. Fast break. Kuzma's got it. And there's Caldwell Pope. That's good on the assist by Kuzma. Caldwell Pope's got the lead up to 4 for the Lakers. Caldwell Pope against George. George double teamed. Sinks that one from the post.
Guys, look how comfortable George is
5
out
points
there.
nga dyan. Yung 10 points pag naglalaro tayo, Lods. Lods. Pag naglaro tayo, Lods. Puro 3 points.
Kicks it to Leonard. Back to Batum. Shot clock at 6. Passes it to Zubac. Batum trying to break loose. No good from Zubac. And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for the Lakers. 4-point game. When this game is done on the Raptors. 7-game road trip continues for them. That'll be game number 3.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Batum passes to Zubac. It's not going to go for him. Good work defensively by Morris. Caldwell Pope with it. George picks him up. Clippers have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Zubac finds Batum. Back to Zubac. On the wing, Jackson. He's guarded by Schroeder. Jackson, that's good.
That's more like it. Rounding into form after a very
Puro overtime.
first quarter.
Lakers leading by 4. Schroeder outside. Here's Kuzma. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line.
And this happens.
Dribble muna bago shoot. Shoot muna bago dribble pala.
Shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far.
And the first one drops.
And the edge Kuzma plays with is terrific. A tough, versatile player who plays with a...
Thank you sa 10 million viewers. Kanino kaya yung mga 10 billion viewers na to?
And both free throws good for Kuzma.
As we've gotten closer to halftime.
Sa inyo po ba to, Ma'am Khalipa? Ma'am West Coast? Yung 10 million viewers in the house. Mega shoutout West Coast. Pink Panda, Idol, Mika 5. Wala ba si Michael dito?
Let's take a look at the last handful of seasons and the steal number for Paul George.
Pam param pam 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 param pam pam pam.
The last few years, you can see that he's gotten away from playing the kind of gritty, hard-nosed D he was known for. That's an aspect of his game he needs to get back.
Now, here's George. Banked in off the glass. George has got 6.
This guy has a high basketball IQ. Paul George understands what a good screen can do and uses it to perfection.
Nobody near Schroeder. And again, no good by the Lakers.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Batum passes to Zubac. Kuzma outside. Back to Schroeder.
Nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area. That's a miss he's going to be disappointed with.
Here's George. It's tipped.
And a guy who blocks few shots, KCP stepping up and gets all of that one. Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the...
Michael DeSanta, ito na si Michael. Michael DeSanta, mamaya po may gagawin tayo sa pagkatapos po nito. May gagawin tayo sa alam nyo na po. May nakita po kasi ako kanina na
Contavious Caldwell Pope. Leonard the pass to Jackson. Batum against Morris. Pass to Zubac. Clock at 4. Drops in the layup for 2. He's got 8.
May gagawin po tayo sa loob.
To the rim. Caldwell Pope out here. Schroeder. Zubac. Clippers trail by 3. And it's blocked.
Oh, that's merciless.
Sensya na po kung hindi ako masyadong makapagsalita sa kasi nagko-concentrate po tayo sa laro. Pero tinitingnan ko naman po yung mga message nyo. Mika 5, Michael DeSanta. Sabi ni Michael DeSanta, ay Mika, shoutout daw. Thumbs up.
Kicks it out to Leonard. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell.
One thing Pro Scouts did not.
Pakapi naman po, Mika 5. Nagkakapi po ba kayo? Sana all nagkakapi po.
And he knocks down the first one.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your...
Anong oras na po dyan, Mamika? Kasi di pa po kayo tulog.
Marcus Morris comes in for George. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Reggie Jackson. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
You can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Here's Caruso. His last outing, he had 8 points. Pass to Gasol. Here's Caruso. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
And here we go. And Rajon Rondo, the basket on the assist by Patterson. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Here's Caruso. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Here's Harrell. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Anong oras po kayo matutulog? Cappuccino.
Here's Caruso. And the pass to Horton Tucker. Harrell with it. Gasol trying to free himself up. What about our special guest? Kenny, thanks for taking the time to join us, dropping by. Always a pleasure. You add so much to the broadcast.
Man, thanks for having me. This is just great.
Thank you. And Brent, you and Kenny both enjoyed.
Ayos po, para po may mga po ako, fans po dito. Para may mga fans po ako. Pero po kung inaantok na po kayo, tulog lang po kayo.
Well, you know, teams look for +6s.
players whose wingspans exceed their height by a half foot. Montrezl Harrell is
Magaling po kasi ako pag may pants po ako.
If you're struggling with the math, ladies and gentlemen, that's a +9.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Kennard's checked in. That's good from Harrell. And between his length and his athleticism, Montrezl Harrell well suited for that role of small ball center, Greg, in today's NBA.
Yeah, I mean, he's fearless. Even giving up a few pounds, a few inches, he'll go right at you and making steady improvements as a rebounder year over year. Looking now at some numbers from Montrezl Harrell. What a run he's been on.
Kumusta ka na? Oh, sabi ni Nightboot, ayos lang si host, idol Mika 5. Ang galing naman ni Nightboot. Sabi niya, ayos lang ako host, idol Mika 5. Ikaw, kumusta naman? Ang galing naman sumagot ni Nightboot. Idol kita, Nightboot. Ikaw na. Ikaw na talaga yung Nightboot ko.
First free throw is good.
Wala, nawawala na ng signal, idol.
And he makes both free throws.
Nawawala na yung signal, nagbablock na siya.
Play here in the half. Morris finds Rondo. They need this. Morris trying to free himself up. Rondo can't get it to go. To the paint. Here's Caruso. Rebound by the Clippers. Patterson's got his fourth rebound in this one. Morris into the lane. Misses from short range. Lakers leading by 6. 17 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Horton Tucker. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And the Clippers get called for the foul. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
He's been doing really nice work at the line.
Okay na po ba? May nakikita na po ba? Naka-block pa po ba? O naka ano na? Clear na po ba? Salamat Ginter live here. Okay na po ba yung signal? May ano na po siya.
That free throw, no good.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. And lost his touch right there. Didn't see that coming. Usually when he's high, he stays high. Changing ends quickly, he's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Lakers lead by 4. Just now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Contavious, you've been able to produce easily and efficiently in the first half.
Pag ganyang oras po kasi, medyo marami po kasing gumagamit na ano dito. Marami nang gumagamit na mga line, kaya medyo nawawala na tayo ng signal. Kaya ayaw kong mag-live ng ganitong oras eh. Second half na po tayo.
Hey everybody, welcome back from the first half. Kind of dandy so far. A dandy. You like that word, Kenny? You know it's what? A dandy.
My third grade teacher used to say that all the time. That you're a dandy. Dandy of a kind.
It is.
Nawala yung ano natin. Nag-block siya. My gosh.
With the
in just a few.
Long time no see, hous. Oo nga eh. Matagal nang hindi nag-live. Sayang naman, naka-block pa rin hanggang ngayon. Ganda pa naman ng laban natin.
Settling for anything outside.
You want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Clippers trail by 4. Batum is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And there's Jackson. And it's George in at the shooting guard position. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue.
You wonder if Paul George finally has a situation here where he could show why he's an elite player, why he's an all-star, but to pay off how hungry he is to prove it with a late postseason run.
That free throw, no good. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go play for Pat Riley. And then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle,
to
right? Let's get back in both
Seattle.
those cities.
Exactly. And it's Schroeder missing. And so George will bring it up for the Clippers. It's a 3-point game.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on.
Mega love shoutout sa'yo, Unicorn.
Smart read. Saw the defense was collapsing inside, so he wisely pulled up from the outside and drilled it.
And George, here we go. Score the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Just tough shots just don't bother Paul George. So smooth with it when he gets into his motion.
Now here's Schroeder. Caldwell Pope on the wing. Here's Drummond, and the rejection by Zubac. Now the Clippers moving it up. Here's Leonard. George passes to Leonard. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Schroeder against Jackson. Here's Morris.
Ooh, okay. Well, we see Schroeder stepping up more as a distributor, leading this ball club now.
Clippers trail by 6. Jackson dishes to Batum and stolen by Drummond. Here we go, 1-on-1. Here's Caldwell Pope. Looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
And the long strides of KCP, dangerous change there, and he loves to finish in space.
George passes to Zubac.
Na-miss po din po kayo, Unicorn.
He kicks it to Batum. Just 4 to shoot. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Well, we can't say enough about the passing of this group lately. The leading setup men among the league's 2 guards over the past 10 games. Paul George on top.
And with his skill as a distributor, he's probably just as comfortable at the point guard position as he is off the ball. They need him there at times in a pinch.
Well, he never puts himself before his teammates. We know that. And unfortunately, that's not something we can say about all the two guards in the NBA. He inspires a fantastic team-first attitude through the whole squad.
Lakers leading by 10.
And at last season's trade deadline, Andre Drummond traded away basically for a second-round pick. A shockingly low return for a guy who was once considered a franchise player.
Franklin. What's up, bro?
Clippers have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. To end the run, Jackson misses.
What's up, Franklin?
Attempts in the third. Here's Schroeder. Here's Drummond. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Passes to Morris. A 3-ball. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. The Clippers shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. And Greg, why is it that the Pistons got so little in exchange for Drummond?
Well, I think he was an impending free agent. I think Detroit looking to rebuild. Also, it says something about the center position in today's game.
Here's Kuzma. Paul George making his last shot. Kuzma inside. Shoots over Leonard. Morris with the bucket.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And George, here we go. And another one in the scoring column. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
Drummond passes to Kuzma. And the rejection by Zubac. And oh, here we go with George. Nobody back. And that one is off. And it's the Lakers the other way. Caldwell Pope kicks to Kuzma. Tips it up. And Drummond is right there. Drummond's got the lead up to 12 now for the Lakers.
And there's a pattern.
Salamat sa pa-juice, Franklin.
Inside and getting good shots from close range.
And the Clippers.
Wala pa rin, naka-block pa rin hanggang ngayon.
For the same in terms of talent, 2019 was a year to remember.
There's no doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right.
Kakainis naman tong internet na to.
Look at Paul George, some stats on him. He's been a factor for them over the last month. He's around 18 points per game, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists. And very few players in the league can go out and produce like he has. Just a great stretch for him.
He keeps playing like this, and you know in arenas, especially at home, when the star player is playing this well, those MVP chants come raining down.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, it's a misnomer that in the era of three-point shooting, people don't want anyone to take mid-range shots. Many of the league's elite players still thrive there. Kawhi Leonard is one.
Kalaro ko po yung computer, host. Computer lang po yung kalaro ko. Sinabay ko po sa live ng NBA.
Guys, back to you.
DA, thank you. Here's Zubac. After the made shot from Andre Drummond, George, and that'll be 2.
Sinabay ko po siya sa laro ng NBA. May laban po kasi yung Lakers tsaka Clippers. Battle of Los Angeles.
Not afraid of the contact, and that time welcomed it.
And the versatility of Paul George's game, elite defense and rebounding, steals and deflections.
You think about Paul George moving to several teams, yet still having the impact on both ends of the floor. I think that is a telltale sign that you have an elite talent in Paul George.
He misses the free throw.
Salamat po sa palipad na Mika 5 ah. Idol po talaga kita. You're the best po talaga.
Good on the second free throw. And a lot of talk, Greg, about in-season tournaments in the NBA to spur fan interest. The proposal was tabled for a bit.
Not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
And George kicks to Jackson. There's the lob to the hoop. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Looking to get back on track here, and it's...
You're the best of migs.
Schroeder outside. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Harrell. Pass to Horton Tucker. And again, no good by the Lakers. Clippers trail by 15. Morris inside. Harrell on him. Now here's Rondo. He's guarded by Schroeder. Pass break. The Lakers. Here's Caldwell Pope. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Now here's Kennard. He's guarded close outside for Rondo. Throws it up high.
Well, Rondo's IQ is something we talk about a lot. Just picking apart the defense right now out of these screen and roll sets.
Forever friends, thank you sa pa-BG.
Pass to Horton Tucker. Over Kennard. Horton Tucker.
Siya na po, naka-block po, walang signal.
They've been the much better team.
Clippers trail by 17. Man passes to Morris. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. And stolen by Patterson. The pass to Man, and he caught that pass and full stride on his way to the...
Mega love shoutout sa'yo again, Franklin Clinton.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. You have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Clippers have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime, 5 out of 11. Rondo against Schroeder. Rondo kicks to Kennard. Passes it to Man. Back to Kennard. Shot clock at 5. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Rebounded by the Lakers. Drummond's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Zubac is
Bad trip naman yung signal na to.
checked in for Andre Drummond. Matthews comes in for Caldwell Pope. And it's Alex Caruso in for Dennis Schroeder. Here's Horton Tucker. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Matthews, no one around him. And again, the Lakers, no good.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Man gets the bucket.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Caruso. Dishes it to Harrell. As we get a break in the action, let's take a peek at the leading defenses. The Lakers second.
This is a team that takes pride
on the defensive side of the floor. I mean, they play hard and they play together. They are a tough group to score on.
Shooting two.
Mega love shout sa'yo, North Face. Salamat sa patamsak. Okay lang, North Face. Long time no see, North Face. Mega love shout out sa'yo. Mega love shout out.
Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching. And I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s. But I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. Here's man. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Now, here's Harrell. Outside Matthews. And again, no good by the Lakers.
A struggle for him tonight, but they can make this lead hold up. They can just chalk this up as one of those nights.
Man gets the bucket.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Lakers leading by 11. Outside Matthews. Here's Caruso. The rebound by Patterson. Patterson's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's man, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right.
Yan, meron na po siya. Meron na.
In the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Hands it from downtown.
And he is not shy about pulling the trigger from downtown. Matthews has the eye and the confidence from three-point range that you just love to see.
Now, here's Zubac over Gasol, and contact on the shot, so he'll be...
Meron na po siya. Meron na po siyang signal.
Man, Ivica Zubac, a big hip-hop fan. His teammates call him Zubac.
It's amazing that he was traded from the Lakers to the Clippers, so still home games here at Staples Center.
First one falls for him, and the Clippers making a change here. George is checked in, and the Lakers also making a change. Kuzma's checked in.
Mega love shoutouts. Salamat sa parang.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Here's Caruso. He's covered by Rondo. Kuzma, that's good.
And good seeing Kuzma work on that part of his game. Very confident once he gets close.
Na-miss ko rin po kayo, Ma'am Lodi. Long time po.
On the interior.
Harrell, the pass to Kuzma. Pass to Horton Tucker. Shot clock at 6. Here's Caruso. Rebound by the Clippers. Patterson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Short. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Now, the early years when Paul George came into the league with the Pacers, you wondered how his frame would fill out. It's filled out.
Musta po, Ma'am Sweet Kisses? Musta na po kayo dyan? Ano pong ginagawa nyo ngayon? Ano na pong ginagawa nyo?
Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for the Clippers. And the Lakers also making a switch. Schroeder's checked in. George, no good on the free throw.
Yeah, sometimes in a game you settle a little bit before settling in, and right now I think he's a big factor in how they're getting to the line.
Schroeder passes to Kuzma. Here's Caruso. Outside Gasol. Here's Kuzma. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got 6 rebounds in the game.
Well, his shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense.
Opo. Mamika 5. Mamika 5 to, di ba?
And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a can.
Ay, sino po to? Ninja ba ni Mika 5 to?
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. And Schroeder's got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. 17 points was their biggest margin. So for the Lakers right now, Harrell is out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Marc Gasol, and it's Caruso in at shooting guard.
Schroeder playing with some tenacity in this one. He is not letting the defense dictate where it is that he's going, and he's scoring through.
Ay, sino po si... Hindi ko na po kasi kilala to si Sweet Kisses. Sino po to?
Concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
So you can't toss up the weak stuff around Paul George. He sees it coming and uses his reach to get to it.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Lakers leading by 6. Schroeder outside. Pass to Harrell. A wide open look here for Kuzma. Off target from 3-point range. Here's Jackson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Sino po si Sweet Kisses? Opo, nakalimutan ko na po kayo. Kala ko po ninja ni Mamika 5. Tagal na po kasi akong hindi nag-LS.
And the first one at the line is good. Morris is checked in for the Lakers. Both free throws good from Jackson. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Schroeder dishes to Morris. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the
defense. Sorry po, Mamika. Kala ko po kasi kayo po yan. Hindi po pala.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
The potential Schroeder has is pretty exciting. Such a lightning quick point guard.
Here's Schroeder. Lets a floater go. Harrell kicks to Caruso. Just 5 to shoot. Offensive rebound. Oh, that was huge!
Incredible.
That's a little something extra from Montrez.
Sensya na po, hindi ko masyadong mabasa yung mga message nyo kasi nakapokus po ako sa...
A free throw off from Harrell.
Well, there's no doubt that the way that Montrez Harrell approaches the game is the heartbeat of a lot of the minutes that he's on the floor for any club.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. And
Ay, wala po akong FB. Ma'am Sweet Kisses, wala po.
Caruso, no good.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
From Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
To the middle. Here's Caruso. Plays it up and banks it in.
Ano pa po? 10 minutes.
From this point on, they've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Now here's Jackson. Zubats in the post. He's defended by Harold. And
Nasa fourth quarter na po. 9 minutes na lang. 9 minutes and 31 seconds. Nasa ano pa po ito, mga 20 minutes. Or 15 minutes po. Kasi may mga timeout pa po kasi.
And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
And the Clippers call time here.
Ay, nag-lock na naman. Nawala naman po yung signal. Baka po antok na kayo. Okay lang po dito. Ay, hindi ko po alam kung hindi pa po kasi ako antok. Baka maglalaro pa ng GTA po. Sesya na po, nag-block na naman, nawala na naman po yung signal.
Change here. Caldwell Pope checked in. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. He is not happy with the sloppy play offensively. He said, make the easy play, take care of the ball. We can't afford to just give away golden opportunities. We'll see if they can clean it up, guys.
Yeah, that's careless defense, though. I mean, he's one player you can ill afford to let run free. He just loves to be a money player in the fourth quarter.
And Harold slams it in.
Well, he's a physical big, and you just see these signs of maybe his skill set coming through.
Now George. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And stolen by Harold. Fast break, the Lakers. Here's Caldwell Pope. Rebounded by Jackson.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Maybe they can find a way to establish some rhythm in the next.
Maraming salamat po, Lodi Mika 5. The best po talaga kayo. Sino po si Sweet Kisses? Nakalimutan ko na po kasi. Sensya na po ah.
And it's Paul George with the bunt. That is his first foul of the game. Andre Drummond's checked in for Harold. Here's Schroeder. And the layup is good. Schroeder's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, you don't want to body him up. He's just too fast as Schroeder's able to get it done.
Batum passes to Zubats. Jackson with it. He's picked up by Drummond. The drive by Jackson. And the dunk by Zubats.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. 17 points was their biggest margin. Here's Kuzma. And the rejection by Zubats. Here's Jackson. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Launches it. Kuzma can't get it to go.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
Outside for Jackson. Clippers moving the ball around. Up top, Leonard. Guarded by Kuzma. Here's Zubats. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Mega love shoutout po. Aot Sim. New here. Mega love shoutout po sa'yo.
At the line for two. The first one falls.
Baka gusto nyo pong magbaba ng bahay, baka madikitan po kayo ng mga ano dyan, may jacket na po kayo. Baka gusto nyo pong magbaba ng bahay, may mga ano po dyan, baka gusto nyo pong dikitan si Aot si New Here po dito, New Here.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
Only down 2 now, but that miss might come back to haunt you. If they don't get a stop, it's back to a 2-possession game.
Kuzma passes to Caldwell Pope, and Drummond kicks to Kuzma. 5 on the clock, and Kuzma slams it in.
And got to be aware of Kuzma, especially with how he attacks there off the dribble.
And George, here we go. Count it, and the foul. That one on Caldwell Pope.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
They throw good, Paul George. Now here's Schroeder. Wide open look, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Schroeder's got 7 now in this quarter.
Me? Ako po yung number 1 fans ni Mika Khalifa.
Trying to break loose, and it's Leonard. That time on the assist by George.
It's just what the doctor ordered here. Boy, have they needed him here in the fourth.
Now the Clippers moving it up. George with the ball. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Good scorers have that ability. When Leonard gets that deep, it's usually a bucket, a trip to the free throw line, or both.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. And the Lakers call time here. Paul George really making a difference here.
And he's in a complete groove right now. I don't think they can stop him altogether, but they at least...
Win. Wala pa po. Last 5 minutes po. Ang score po natin is 102-103. Lamang po tayo ng isa in favor of sa Clippers po ako L.A. Clippers. Salamat po sa patambay, Mamika. You're the best po talaga. Lodi talaga, Lodi.
Guys has been laser sharp, and his touch from the field flawless.
You're not a Filipino po. You are not a Filipino. What is your nationality?
Rewarded him with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those sets for him.
The Lakers trail. Caldwell Pope left side, and it's sent back by George. Here's Leonard, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Kyle Kuzma picks one up.
Such a difficult guy to keep up with and also have a conversation with. Leonard, sometimes all you can do is foul him.
The free throw good from Kawhi Leonard. And so he makes both from the line.
And think about how quickly it was that Kawhi Leonard just rocketed into superstardom. And as a leader of a very proud franchise, if you're a coach, he's everything you'd maybe want in a player.
Caldwell Pope finds Schroeder. Six to shoot. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And even though Schroeder might be on the light end of things when it comes to his weight, he remains relentless driving towards the basket.
And here's Jackson. High post, Zubac. Back to Jackson. Zubac against Drummond, and Morris comes over to help, and the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And so it's the Lakers with it. The Lakers shooting about 47% here in the fourth.
Hindi ko po alam kung mag-LS ako bukas. Mamika.
Great game for him. Double-double now. 10 points and 12 rebounds. Batum passes to George. And that one drops for him.
His range goes out a lot further, but didn't need to.
May last shot to sa'yo, Mimi.
Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Andyan pala si Mimi.
Yes, that goes in. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Now, here is George. George double teamed. Rebounded by the Lakers. Drummond's got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeding. And that one's good. Schroeder. Now it's a 3-point Laker lead.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's George. Rebounded by the Lakers. And here we go. Fast break. Kuzma's got it. Here's Caldwell Pope. And no good. Great tee that time from Batum. Here's Leonard. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Leonard's got 14 points now in the second half.
Just remarkable what he's able to do. Leonard with a guy drape.
Hello po, Ma'am Mimi.
Caldwell Pope on the wing. Drills the three-pointer.
Well, he just nailed his second three of the half, guys. I'd be very aware of that if I were the defense right now.
Here's Zubac on the wing. Jackson. Outside for George. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for the Lakers. And the Lakers call time here. Timeout call Lakers leading by 4. Schroeder outside. And the shot goes in. Schroeder's got 29 in the game.
Trying to get more confident shooting from the interior. Schroeder wants to keep adding some elements to the offensive end of his game.
Here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. The Lakers shooting in the fourth quarter has been efficient at 56%. Here's Schroeder. But they'll get another chance.
And that's a good job of just getting after it on the backboard. Gets them another possession and allows them to run even more clock.
Paul George stepping up big time.
The Lakers shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Schroeder outside. 1:49 left in the game. Kuzma outside. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Leonard. Here's Harold, and Harold scores it in.
Shout out, push in.
Schroeder outside over Jackson. And it's Schroeder missing.
Well, he's a guy to count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
To the inside. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
And in the moment of truth, KCP calling for the ball and delivering a powerful blow.
That one drops for him.
Well, your best players want to take on the burden come clutch time, and Paul George carrying the weight right now.
41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Schroeder. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
Some padding here on the free throw line. Some good work.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
You can't. Make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be precise.
Shoutouts, push ends. Sino ba to si push in? Siya na, nakalimutan ko na eh. Tagal na kasi hindi nag-LS.
And that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good. Being both at the line, and it's an 8-point game. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. Leonard, it's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
And as a defender, you are left somewhat.
Iris Scala.
A lot of ice water in his veins.
Oo nga pala. Ang dami kasing ano eh. Ninja eh.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And so the Lakers take the win. They came in here and
Na-miss ko din po kayo. Push in. Sensya na, di na nag-LS eh. Tapos na po siya, pero i-open kasi hindi pa tapos yung sa ano. Hindi pa tapos yung nasa sa live na live talaga. Shoutout Mamika, tulog na po. Baka may pasok pa po kayo, di ba?
thanks for watching. So long.
Tapos na po siya, natalo po ako ng ilang points? 5 points. Kita na po ba yung ano? Meron na po ba siyang signal? Nakikita nyo na si Paul George? Salamat po, Shen. Lagyan kaya natin ng ano, ng music para ano. Wala pa rin siya. Nakita nyo na si Paul George. So, ibig sabihin may signal na siya. Bigote. Yung sa Instagram ko ata may bigote yata yun eh. Kita na pala si Paul George. Dito lang ako kasi hintayin ko matapos yung ano, yung laban talaga ng Lakers para makita pa nila na naka-live pa to. Pero tulog na po kayo, okay lang po, tulog na po kasi oras na po. Ako DF ko rin po kasi bukas kaya okay lang magpuyat. May pasok pa po yata kayo. Isunod ko lang sa pagkatapos nung live nung Lakers tsaka Clippers, baka may mapadaan pa na manood dito eh. Kayo po, ano na pong ginagawa nyo? Hindi pa po ba time dyan? Baka mapuyat pa po kayo. Hindi pa po ba kayo inaantok? Hindi pa po antok. Mamaya pa po ako matutulog. Tulog na po kayo. Narinig niyo po yung music?